Welcome back to more Explorers of Darkness, and every single goddamn time we go to the title screen, it seems to just have this exact same background of Wigglytuff and Cheddar. I don't understand how the hell this is here every single time. And hey, look, you can hold the L... You can just hold the L button on the title screen, and it will actually get rid of the UI and let you see the background. Isn't that sweet? Anyway, we're here for a few things. First of all, what we're going to take a look at is, we're going to look at the adventure log. I don't think we've ever taken a look at that before, and this basically just shows you some side data, of course. Pokemon that joined you 35. Well, we're chumps. We got a long way to go. We got fucking 400 extra Pokemon we still need to recruit. Also says we fainted in dungeons 16 times. I'm fairly certain those were all the times I ran into the dojo and immediately gave up to reroll the mission boards. I'm pretty sure on my 100% save that I'm working on, I have like over 200 times fainted in dungeons from doing that, by the way. It's torture. Anyway, as you can see, there's some other data stored here. Prevented the planet's paralysis. You son of a bitch. I didn't think we'd have to dig it out again, but add another one to the counter. God damn it, I thought we were done with that. No, I'm just joking. But anyway. And then there's just a whole bunch of blank pages. Cool. One of these adventure log slots that confused me for the longest time, and I think a lot of others, is record number of one-floor victories. The fuck does that mean? I don't know why the wording is so strange. Probably just an odd translation, but what this means is the highest number of Pokemon you've beaten on a single floor. And, of course, if you're later in the game trying to, like, recruit Kecleon or something, that number is obviously going to reach an extremely high amount. Funny stuff. I guess it's cool, like, I always think it's really cool when games record this kind of stuff, like playtime and just other stats like this. I'm a nerd for that kind of thing. And hey, look, if you want, you can rename your team, too. I'm not gonna bother doing that, because Team Chick is already a perfect name. No, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna play around with some more Wonder Mail today, like we did in the Labyrinth Cave episode, but we're going to be doing things a little differently. We're going to be using... Crucify me for even suggesting the thought, but we're going to be using a Wonder Mail generator. What the hell is that, you may ask? Wonder Mail generators are fan-made tools for the PMD games that... People basically cracked these Wonder Mail passwords and how they work open, and quickly developed generator tools where you can just input your own parameters and just make a custom Wonder Mail mission that actually functions in-game. So what we're going to do here... No, I do not want a Wonder Mail S generator. The Explorers of Sky altered the Wonder Mail format, curiously enough. And because of that... Son of a bitch, where's the Explorers of Time and Darkness Wonder Mail generator? I don't want the Wonder Mail S one. Yeah, they altered the format for Wonder Mail, going to Explorers of Sky, and turned them into Wonder Mail S that have extra characters and stuff. Probably to accommodate for the new dungeons and items included in that game. You can still, like, do friend rescues between Time and Darkness and Sky, I believe, and some other stuff. Certain Wonder Mail passwords still work, I want to say. I don't remember. I've never really messed around with the connectivity between the two games. Where the hell is this? Wonder Mail 2 generator, is this it? Yeah, sure, good enough. Anyway, now, allow me to... basically cheat. This is pretty much cheating. Yeah, call me a queer if you want. I don't care. This is basically cheating, but I don't feel like setting up emulation to... Well, it is possible to use an alternate save file on an emulator to actually emulate local wireless stuff. In fact, maybe I will actually show that in some other episode, but for now... I'm going to take a sip of water. No. For now, we're just going to use a Wonder Mail generator to just get some version exclusive items, so bear with me here. Okay, well, that is 4 Wonder Mail passwords inserted. Is this basically cheating? Like I said, yeah, kinda. But, of course, I'm not just going to be generating, like, if you want, what you can do is, you can send pretty much any item in the game as a reward for a Wonder Mail password. So, if you want, you can be a cheeky bastard and just give yourself, like, 20 golden seeds by just going to Beach Cave a few times, which is obviously, like, super cheating, and we're not doing that bullshit. I'm not letting myself off easy here. As you see, I've generated 4 dungeons quite deep into Miracle Sea, which is probably the most difficult dungeon we have access to right now because of the type disadvantage. As you can see, Recycle, Wide Slash, Blizzard, and Dark Pulse. 4 extremely good TMs that are version exclusive to Explorers of Time. And... yeah, well, we're going to be getting them this way. And I suppose these are all missions that technically could generate So the thing I've noticed with these version exclusive items is that they seem not to generate for, like, Explorers of Darkness, right? Which makes sense. Like, a TM that's only in Explorers of Time, Explorers of Darkness is not going to generate a mission that has any of those kinds of items as rewards, but what you can do is Wonder Mail passwords are still functional between versions, so if you get an Explorers of Time, like a mission that generates where the reward is a Blizzard TM, you could put that Wonder Mail password in on Explorers of Darkness, and it would work completely fine. Which I guess is one of the intended ways that they probably expected for you to get version-exclusive items, is sharing Wonder Mail. The other way being, like, you know, using the trade items feature, which, I assumed that the reason they thought it was okay to put version-exclusive items in was to justify the trade items feature. But then I remembered that Red and Blue Rescue Team also had a trade items feature, and those games did not have version-exclusive items, so I guess they just felt like fucking around, really. Pretty annoying, all things considered, to be honest, but... Oh yeah, I forgot to tease that Sludge Bomb TM to Grimo, didn't I? No, we will be okay, because what I'm gonna do here... I linked his moves back up, right? Yeah, okay. What we're gonna do here is, I think... just use this right now. Screw Pin Missile. Ignore all the times I hyped up Pin Missile and how good it is, but we are going to use it and just carry the used TM around, and in case you weren't aware, you cannot actually put used TMs in storage, so that's kind of why Recycle is valuable, because using TMs, of course, not only makes it so you'd have to get another one. Oh shit, is Polybos stuck? No, okay, he's good. I think. Yeah, I guess he's fine. But no, the thing is with using a TM is you not only get to use it once, of course. Oh, there goes a Reviver Seed. But yeah, it's the fact that you can't easily... You son of a bitch. You can't easily, like... Yeah, because you can't put your used TMs in storage, you can't easily just, like, use a TM and stockpile it away for later. And just recycle it when you get the chance, right? No, you have to keep your hands on them. But anyway, hey, look. We got Mantine, a very underrated Pokemon. And like I said last time, a pretty fucking good Pokemon in PMD 2. And what we're gonna do... Even a female Mantine, I have a name for it in mind. I'm going to give it the name that I gave it on my other save file. I'm going to name it Mina and Ray. See, remember that Mantine has the Remoraid, so I figured it would be kind of cute to give a name to both of them, right? See, that's pretty genius. Maybe we will... Hey, another Reviver Seed to replace the one that got stickied. Maybe we will actually end up using it. Mantine at some point later on. I have no idea how good it is for reset dungeons. It's also one of very few size 2 Pokemon, which is quite rare. Most Pokemon are either size 1 or size 4. Size 2s, especially in this game, some Pokemon got their sprite size reduced. It's quite rare. Hell, you have some weird Pokemon that got their sprite size increased. I mentioned Castform went from a size 1 to a size 4 Pokemon, and I still don't understand that. Odd stuff. I accepted those missions, right? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's probably cheating to use Wonder Mail generators, but one, I don't care. And two, again, I'm not going to make it easy for myself. We're going to at least have to try to get these items. I don't know if I'm going to be using every one of them right away or not. Especially considering Pokemon like Polibow, like... The thing with Blizzard is it's actually not all that useful when the AI has it, like room clearing moves, to be honest, because they tend to be like averse to using them. They tend to only use those kind of moves when it's least convenient for you, right? Say you're really trying to recruit something, and they're in the back, they'll just throw out a Blizzard and just kill whatever you're trying to hit, or, you know, like, trying to recruit it. Or sometimes you're in a monster house and they're surrounded and they still just refuse to use their room wide. It can be kind of obnoxious. Yeah, Grimo's Power Band is sticky because of what he was holding, and... I mean, it's not working anymore because it's sticky, but I suppose it's not the end of the world. Please stop acupressuring and actually fight Grimo. Acupressure is a really nice buff to have, but I do wish it was possible to discourage the ally from using it more. I guess I could manually toggle it off. That's not good. What if I give you a Blinker Seed? What's that gonna do? You're gonna fucking dodge it. Great. Thank you for coming in clutch, Chico. Okay, well, never fucking mind, I guess. Yeah, you duel with him. I don't want to get swaggered again. Yeah, good enough, sure. Relicanth, man, I'm surprised how many Relicants we've seen, because he's kind of rare, I feel like. Relicanth is honestly pretty underrated. He's cool. I think in Rescue Team DX, Relicanth actually was like, for Purity Forest, that game's like ultimate level 1 reset dungeon. I think Relicanth was like the meta Pokemon for that, which is funny. Just like a completely random Pokemon to be super good for that kind of thing. And you know what? Relicanth is actually kind of cool and underrated, so it's interesting to see him ever have any sort of valuable niche in a game like that, right? I think he's one of those Pokemon who's like not bad, but you son of a bitch, stop it. In mainline Pokemon, he's one of those Pokemon who you can't even get access to him until you not only have Surf, but in Hoenn you need to also have Dive, which means the likelihood that you already have a better water type is really high, and it would be difficult to justify like replacing Relicanth for that, you know, or replacing that for Relicanth, I should say. And of course, being a Hoenn Pokemon, he has weirdly kind of crappy stats. I don't actually know what Relicanth's base stats look like off the top of my head, but there you go. Yeah, let's fix that Power Band. And that Reviver Seed, I guess. I'm so fucking glad that sticky items get cleared at the end of a dungeon, by the way. It would be so annoying if you had to, like, unsticky them outside of the dungeon. Oh, shit. You know what? I don't think Remoraid is that strong, so that's not really a big deal, I don't think. He's got more health than I expected, at least. Damn. Yeah, I mean, I've mentioned this before, but there's a right there, man. Can't leader swap. No, that's not in the game. I'm stupid. Shit, but yeah, that is something, of course, I'll always like about PMD is more Pokemon actually being viable because of that. Although, in a weird way, it's kind of like the balancing in PMD is all over the place because most of it is honestly way too easy because a lot of Pokemon in being viable end up being very similar to each other, and there's very little meaningful, like, actual gameplay differences between certain Pokemon, right? And, like, AI partners can only serve so much of, like, a support purpose, which sucks. Like, Chico having aromatherapy is kind of the extent of that. You can slap, like, Helping Hand, Agility, Tailwind, or something onto a teammate. And, like, I guess they'll use it sometimes, or, like, Moonlight. Healing Wish if you're insane, I guess, but, like, it'd be nice if there was more that you could do, you know? Eyedrop Seed, yummers. So where the hell? 3 traps in that tiny-ass room with nothing else in it is crazy work. Where is our client? God, I hope someday soon we get our X-ray specs. I don't even remember where the fuck you get them in this game, but they are so, like... Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm so fucking dead. Jesus Christ, I'm lucky that I didn't die at all. Now Chico's getting her ass beat. Okay. Thank God for Blaze. That was so lucky that we didn't just get killed multiple times by that. Holy shit. Should do something better than Body Slam Chico, but whatever. Let's remember to actually eat an Oran Berry like I was talking about before. Hey, there's our client. The way that the eye sprite for the eye drop status is on top of Piloswine, he looks like a fucked up Cyclops. That's disturbing. I think Chico can go for now without an Oran Berry. She'll probably have healed enough to be okay by the time she sees more combat. Sharpie, uh-oh. $46, nice. Again, there's not really any level up moves left for Chico or basically anybody to be getting anymore, so level ups at this point are like, I mean, obviously good, we want more level ups, but they're not as exciting anymore, you know? Okay, the aromatherapy while I'm standing on the stairs was not really necessary, Chico. I appreciate the concern, but calm down, girl. Energy Ball, God. How good of a move Energy Ball is, it's really goddamn common. No, get this out of here, I don't want it. Compare that to, like, you know, Pokemon Diamond, Pro, Platinum, where there's one Energy Ball TM in the entire game, and it's only in the post-game. I suppose Energy Ball is not that common of a move you'd actually want to be using in those games. It's a good move, but it's also a grass move, which is like, who cares? Oh, not you again, you stupid asshole. Please don't Hydro Pump me to death. Don't do that either. I'm genuinely amazed that a quad-resisted Ember does that much damage, by the way. Oh my god. And that reminds me, the other episode I was talking about how I got my hands on that strategy guide for Rescue Team, and it mentioned something absolutely bizarre that if it's the case, if it's actually true, I've never noticed it before. So, basically the multiplier for super effective damage and... Oh, hey Lapras, that's a rare one. The super effective multiplier for damage in this game, unlike in mainline where it's double damage, it's only 1.5 times damage. This strategy guide for Rescue Team claimed that stab damage is also only 1.5 times damage when I wanted to say it was a little higher in Mystery Dungeon. Oh shit. That was lucky. We didn't get hit by any of those bullet seeds. Yeah, it said something strange like... Oh, son of a bitch. It said something strange like, what was it? It was something like, the resisted damage, like, negative multiplier. Like, if you hit a Pokemon, say the example it used was Bulbasaur, right? Bulbasaur is grass and poison type. If you hit into it with a bug type move, poison resists the bug, but grass is weak to bug. And in mainline, that would just counteract each other and become neutral damage. But in PMD, it basically says because the super effective damage multiplier is higher than the resisted damage multiplier, it actually, like, you do bonus damage even on what is technically a neutral hit. You do, like, 135% normal damage or something. It's incredibly just strange. Let's try using this decoy orb. And hopefully everybody gets the fuck out of our way. And let's just go to the stairs. Okay, well, we actually just ended up boxing ourselves in even more. That's not good. This is bad. They're probably gonna kill that Octillery pretty quickly. Oh, I just realized I think that Lapras is gonna take Octillery's spot. Oh my god, that's not good. Okay, the Parasong actually only even hit, it only hit the decoy. I didn't realize decoys worked like that. Okay, you guys all need to fuck off. Yeah, decoy status is insanely strong. Also, Chico's wandering away because she's stupid. That's Substitute is like... Substitute is a TM in this game, of course, and it's one that pretty much every Pokemon can learn, so I imagine Substitute is actually probably a really good, like fourth move for Pokemon that might not have anything better. Because turning an enemy into a decoy is potentially really strong. Like you just saw, it used, like the Lapras used Parasong, which would have been very bad if it hit us. But we just completely no-sold it because it didn't target us at all. And so a lot of other dangerous moves, like any kind of room-wide moves, we can probably just completely ignore if an enemy's decoyed. And decoy orbs are fairly common as well. So hold on, there might be some potential here, actually. Please don't swagger me. I'm curious if you lose the stat buff when aromatherapy hits you. I assume not. I would hope not. That would be shitty. Oh boy, I think one more apple is probably going to be alright. We don't have a cleanse orb, actually. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, let's kick that Relicanth's ass. Nice aim, Chico. Hey, we can recruit Relicanth, sure. Like I said, Relicanth is honestly underrated. I kind of like it. I don't like that the red thing on his face are not actually eyes, but rather just kind of weird markings. I think its actual eyes and face makes it just look kind of stupid, but... You know, I look kind of stupid, so who am I to judge, or something like that? Hey, where the fuck? Look at that Sludge Bomb, wow, nice. Good damage, too. I assume Sludge Bomb has good base power. It's a good move in mainline, although I feel like it's kind of rare, and a lot of, like, Poison is not a very good attacking type in mainline anyway, so... There's not much stuff you'd really want to use Sludge Bomb on. Poison is not a good attacking type in mainline until Fairy got introduced, and I'm going to assume that Fairy is so overpowered that it's probably still not even that great of an attacking type. And then, of course, you have your, like, Fairy Steel types, like fucking Zacian, but he's a new-gen fanfic piece of shit Pokemon, so I don't care. How the hell does Luvdisc have, like, the counter damage IQ skill? It's unnecessary. There you are. Glameow just hiding in the corner like a little chud. Right, anyway, kind of surprised we can actually see Slowking from there. I realized that in dungeons that have one tile of darkness, which are pretty rare compared to dungeons like this with 2 tiles of darkness, the little, like, spotlight surrounding you to show how much visibility you have, it's not actually... Oh shit, I threw that in the wrong direction. The spotlight doesn't actually change size to represent how much visibility you have, which throws me off. Because you get shit like that where Slowking and Cloyster were clearly, like, kind of just in the void. Or, like, in the darkness, but we could still see them just fine. Bit annoying. Whatever, anyway, I think that's enough yammering about random crap. We're almost done with this dungeon, let's just lock in and clear the rest of it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Octillery is being a complete dickhead right now. Oh my god. Let's try full clear. Let's make that thing stop attacking for now, because my god, it is fucking us up. Oh shit. God damn it. Oh well... Fucking Brian, man. Brian is so scary. Stop killing me for running down hallways, goddammit. Oh, please, no. Jesus Christ. I don't want to have to return to the chucking rocks down the hall method. It's too primitive. Oh, Chico's almost dead. Holy shit. Oh my god, this... No, you need the heal, Chico. Maybe I should prioritize myself for healing like that, but whatever. Hey, look. Client number 3, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I only made 4 missions. One more floor to go. I'm very curious, actually. When we clear the floor 18 mission, we're not gonna leave immediately. I do want to reach the end of the dungeon because I'm curious about something. And hopeful about something. Oh shit, please don't kill me. I don't care about offering. I do care about missing 2 flamethrowers in a row, though. And, oh my fucking god, Chico, you deal with this. Can't hit to save my life. Yeah, get that ugly piece of shit out of here. No, I guess Luminion is okay. I still have a little bit of a grudge against it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know why Quillfish just passed his turn twice. Sure, you can join my team, you ugly little piece of shit, and I don't feel bad for saying that one. Quillfish is an ugly little shit. I do not like it. Uh-oh. Please don't aromatherapy, Chico, just kill that thing. Oh my god. Oh, why would you aromatherapy? You're about to die. No, now's not the time, Chico. You dumb bitch. Kill him, please. Why would you do that, Chico? You just wasted a reviver seed. That was so foolish of you. Okay, I'm sorry for calling you a dumb bitch. That was an emotional and childish outburst. Anyway, let's just get rid of Cradily real quick, and then quickly get out of here, hopefully with no more incidents, because, Jesus Christ, I think I'm done with this dungeon for a while. This place sucks ass. Stockpile, you obese fuck. I guess Lantern is a really good Pokemon in this game for what it's worth, because Illuminate is an extremely important skill to have for recruiting Pokemon. Please don't kill me. Get me out of here. Shit. Okay, so, that was unfortunate. I don't know if you have to clear the entire post-game first, or if you can get it immediately upon clearing Miracle Sea, but you saw there was a bunch of Fion at the end there. If you go back to the end of Miracle Sea, you'll get a special scene where one of the Fion will approach, and you'll actually be able to recruit it. And it's not even a boss fight or anything, you just get it for free, which is pretty sick. And I'm assuming Fiona's probably a pretty good Pokemon. It's in a good IQ group. It's in one of, like, the fast friend IQ groups. And it's a water type, which is nice. It's just the thing is, Manaphy is a lot better, I assume. And, getting Manaphy is a lot easier and more convenient, I guess, but we'll see that a lot later down the line. Oh yeah, there we go. We got our version exclusive TMs. And I don't feel bad for cheating, because we had to spend some Reviver Seeds in the process, you know, like a worthy trade or some shit. Now, I don't really feel the need to justify myself on that, because I don't care. Anyway, now that that is all said and done, two things to do. Well, a few things to do, actually. First of all, organize the inventory again, of course. We don't have any cleanse orbs right now, which is really bad. If I realized we didn't have any at all, I would have picked some up in the dungeon run instead of just using them right away. Whatever, what's in this box? Something good, right? Hungry Seed. I mean, hey, I suppose I'll take it. Anything good in the shops? No, not really. What about you? I mean, maybe Bulk Up is a nice buff for Pokemon that care about it. I don't know. Anyway, let's put some money in the bank, and then the main event of the episode. Now that we've done everything we need to do, it's time. Now that Grimo's level 40, it's time for him to increase in power. It's been a minute since we've seen this place. Oh boy. Grimo bros, our time has forkin' come. Look at that badass motherfucker. Oh my god. I'm kneeling so hard right now. Hell yeah, so now what we're gonna do... What we're gonna do is take... I forgot I even had you. And I feel very bad, but I forgot I had you as well, Spooker. I'm so sorry for leaving you behind and putting you in thumbnails, despite the fact that I never actually used you for anything. I'm a piece of shit. Well, the reason we're not really using Misdreavus is I do like Misdreavus a lot. It's quite cute. But one, it's not a Void. It's not an Void, so it's bad. And also because its two best moves, I'd say Shadow Sneak and Ominous Wind are only egg moves. And holy shit, I don't feel like messing with that. Anyway, let's put... Masako, smooch him on our team here. Let's go quickly run back and grab some TMs. Let's see, which TMs did we get? We got Wide Slash, Cycle, Dark Pulse, and Blizzard. And I guess we'll take Brick Break as well. I guess we have multiple Brick Break TMs, so we don't even really need to worry about recycling those, but what we're going to do is... First of all, of course, let's use this Recycle TM on Masako here. The funny thing is, I want to say a used TM that contained Recycle. You cannot actually recycle it to get infinite Recycle TMs, which is kind of annoying, but I suppose it makes sense. Because you can just get more Recycle TMs through other methods, so it's not a big deal, I don't think, but whatever. Where the hell is... Yeah, Grimo, get on here. God, he's so fucking cool. His stats are, I really should give him some more gummies, shouldn't I? His personality's changed now. Wow. Money and power changed you, bro. Great, so now that we have everything in order... You know what? Actually clear out most of our inventory. We might as well take this opportunity to cram gummies down some people's throats as well, so... Go sort the inventory, add a bunch of gummies and vitamins and stuff, and then we'll go to Beach Cave. Okay, so what we're gonna do is teach some TMs. First of all, Moth is going to be getting Wide Slash. We're going to replace Scratch with that. We'll go back and relearn Focus Energy later. We're gonna give Dark Pulse to Grimo. That's going to go over Leer because he doesn't really need the Link move setup anymore. Blizzard will go to Polyball. I can go over Hypnosis because at this point, a lot of enemies have non-sleeper. And so a fairly inaccurate sleep move like Hypnosis is not very useful, especially considering there are items that inflict sleep like Slumber Orb and Sleep Seed if we really need it. I'm gonna do Brick Break over Bubble. Doesn't really need 2 ranged moves. Okay, so there we go. Now, what we're gonna do is relearn the moves that people forgot. So we'll get Focus Energy back on Moth. Let me get some money first so we can actually do some linking. Okay, now we can link, let's link Focus Energy with Ember. The 2 moves have pretty different PP counts, and I normally like my link moves to be of similar PP counts, but I think it'll be okay. There we go, and then we will set Wide Slash. Your moves are pretty much okay, but just... Nah, you're good. You can remember Poison Fang. Your moves are in order. Masako is only here to use Recycle, so I don't really care about her. Now what we're gonna do is let's switch her to be the leader, because for some reason your allies don't seem like they will ever actually use Recycle. You have to do that on your own, which is a little bit annoying. Now what we're gonna do is let's just go into the dungeon and just chug every one of these items. Okay, first things first. Life Seed, let's give that to Moth. He's going to be getting most of these buffs considering he's the team lead and he's going to want them. Get a Joy Seed as well. Also going to give him the Citrus Berry. Yeah, what else? I assume the Ginseng is going to work on Moth. Okay, well, fuck. I guess Ginsengs only do anything if the leader drinks them. God, these items are so annoying to actually use, and they're not really that good anyway, the Ginseng, so let's just not worry about it. Let's give that special bonus to Polyboa. Yeah, Ginseng is supposed to add +1 or +3, rarely, base power to a move. And, it only powers up whatever your set move is, and it seems like it only actually works in the leader, which is a pain in the ass. Unless I'm just, like, stupid or something. They're extremely rare for how, honestly, not that good they even are. Probably worrying a little too much. Give him a Zinc as well. I'll save the other Ginseng because it clearly doesn't do anything. Let's use Recycle and fix our TMs. The Recycled TM itself did not get, well, recycled, so we're just gonna have to throw that out at some point. And now, let's just start chugging a bunch of gummies. Power Pitcher, that's fucking useless. I don't actually care about that. That just, I believe, makes you throw thrown items farther. But it doesn't work on rocks because they fly in arcs, so who cares? Survivalist, that's better. I believe Survivalist, I think what that does is your belly fills up more than usual from eating, and you can resist statuses from eating grimy food. That's pretty good. Getting more belly from eating stuff is like literally always going to be good. There's no downside. It's always beneficial, dare I say. Non-trader on Polybow. Nice. Always nice to have. Okay, well, we barely got any stats at all out of all those gummies, and the IQ skills we got were mostly not very good, which is kind of annoying and unfortunate, but, what the fuck ever. And, well, let's just run to the stairs now. I probably should have brought in a skateboard to get out of here quickly, but it's really not a big deal. Okay, well, that's a bunch of gummy stat doping done, and it didn't really have very much effect, unfortunately. I'm a bit annoyed that we ended up wasting that Ginseng, but at the end of the day, again, they give so little of an effect that I don't really even care that much, to be totally honest. Just get rid of this TM now, but hey, look at that, we have a bunch of good stuff now. If we ever feel the need to use these TMs again, which we honestly probably won't. But hey, you know what? Whatever. Yeah, well, I'm also going to admit, I screwed up during recording and had to reload the save while giving gummies and stat boosts to everybody an annoying and embarrassing number of times, because I kept feeding them to the wrong characters and just getting stuff wrong, so, Let's pretend none of that happened, and as far as you know, it didn't happen, because I'm not going to put it in the video, and you can't do shit about it. Look at that, wow, 1.5 IQ stars, that's great. And those stats are... I wish they were better, but whatever. Yeah, well, once we get the team back to normal... Even Chico still is only at 1 star of IQ, that's sad. But it's probably enough. Anyway, yeah, well, there we go. We got some strong moves on everybody. Dreamo evolved and hopefully got stronger. So, I think that's where we're going to call it, that's where we're going to call it for this episode. So, next time, well, I guess we're just going to keep fumbling around and doing stupid shit. So, I will see you then.